Recently, to celebrate the scary season, I told my Discord to come up with scary or Halloween-themed movies, and I would throw them in a box and pick 31 to review. I'm not a movie reviewer, just a fish who likes scary movies, and these are just my fishy opinions. The third movie on the list is... Oh, as mentioned in my Devil Made Me Do It review, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Conjuring franchise. Conjuring 2 actually was one of my top horror movies for a long time. That being said, some of the entries of the franchise have left a lot to be desired. And I haven't been a big fan of what, quite frankly, a lot of the newer movies have put out. Directed by Michael Chavez, who directed Devil Made Me Do It, I was nervous over what type of movie I'd watch. However, I'm actually relieved to say that I think this movie was actually fairly good. Not perfect, it has a lot of problems, but it has a lot of heart in it, and you can tell everyone is really trying to put on a good performance. Once again starring Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as Ed and Lorraine Warren, Last Rites claims to be the last entry in the Conjuring franchise. We'll see. The case this time is based on the real-life haunting of the Smurl family in 1986. The family had claimed they were being haunted by a demon for years, and honestly, reading some of the case myself creeps me out. Not a good bedtime story, that's for sure. Putting real life aside, Last Rites, like all of these movies, takes a lot of liberties away from the real-life counterpart. In the film, the Smurl family buys a mirror for one of the daughters, Heather's, confirmation ceremony. The mirror is, well, very haunted, and pretty soon the family finds themselves violently tormented by a demon. Funny enough, Ed and Lorraine don't plan on taking this case on at all, and it's their daughter Judy, played by Mia Tomlinson, who goes. Out of worry, Ed and Lorraine follow and find the demon is one they faced years ago and ran from. Now they must face it again. I gotta say, this film did an amazing job with sending the Warrens off. There are a lot of returning cameos from previous movies, and the character arcs we've seen built upon for years have all closed quite nicely. There's a lot of quiet moments and a lot of time with just our main cast. And that's a double-edged sword, though. As much as we get a lot of time with the Warrens, we get not much time with the Smurls. Honestly, their haunting felt more like an afterthought. At first, there's a lot of build-up to their case, especially surrounding the daughter Heather, but then they just kind of drop it and we don't see much of her again. It's a bit of a hit and miss. There are some really good scenes with good scares, and some really bad ones that made me think the movie had dropped the ball. The movie was much more grounded than Devil Made Me Do It, but focused so little on the Smurls, I never felt their arcs were completed. The movie also fell into some of the same old tricks that I'd seen some of the other movies rely on. There were some new things, but not enough that really impressed me too much. That being said though, I think this movie is a good time, and for that, I'm giving it a B.